Let's talk.
Giles Brown. Travel chaos.
I wouldn't go that far, but anyway, it's quite. We're going all over the globe today. We've been talking Brazil, we've been talking Ireland, and we're joined by the always lovely, the radiant, the ravishing Lynda. Lynda, good morning to you, my darling.
Good morning.
Good morning. And I must say, are you lunching today after the show?
Funny you should say that. Yes.
Right. Marvellous. You always look so fabulous on a Friday. Have you been enjoying the summer? I suppose, as an old Africa hand yourself, this heat is like, trust me, you know, I've been when one has been I've been in warmer climes than this before breakfast. Are you any tips for dealing with the heat, Lynda?
Well, I have to tell you.
Go on.
Where I grew up,
yes,
we were 4,000 feet above sea level, so it was
4,000
hot.
feet?
It was hot.
Oh, the veld, up in the high veld.
Up in Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe, yes, as yes. Let's not go there.
It's hot, but it's dry heat.
Yeah,
which is fabulous. I can't stand this humidity. I hate it. So actually, when I left Harare, I was transferred to Durban.
Okay.
And there, it's hot.
Yes. But dry heat?
No.
No? Okay.
Because it's at the coast. It's really humid. But the worst humidity I've ever had anywhere in the world is in Quebec.
Really?
Yeah. Honestly, it was just so hot and humid in a June, quite a few years ago.
Right.
But it was fabulous to go and visit, but not to try and sleep in a sleeping bag. It was a nightmare.
No. And the French Canadians are an interesting bunch, aren't they?
Yeah.
What they call them?
They're a bit humid too. Quebecois.
Quebecois. That's the one, right. Anyway, we're not going Quebecois or who said what or whatever. Today we're going to the we're going to the Falklands, aren't we? No, we're going to
No. We're going to the Galapagos.
Right now,
the Galapagos Islands.
Now, things I know about the Galapagos Islands. One, I know I can't say them. B, we're talking Pacific, aren't we? Talking specifically Pacific.
Yes.
Right.
But what we're also talking is the equator.
Right.
Because it's part of Ecuador as well. It's
officially, yeah.
Officially it is, but they're independent, but they're not independent, if you know what I mean. So when you go to the Galapagos, you have to fly into Ecuador and then go on to whichever island you're going to be going to visit.
So geographically, are we talking? Because I know I knew it's part of Ecuador. Presumably, there isn't a Galapagos International Airport. Well, there's not an airport.
It is international, but it's not international, if you know what I mean.
So you see, 'cause again, when I think of Galapagos, I kind of think, okay, you know, sort of dinosaurs, and it's basically Jurassic. You know, there are untouched species, and because you don't often get sort of. I don't think I've ever seen a sort of a video saying come to the Galapagos, and it's always showing sort of iguanas, isn't it, all that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but
and the turtles.
And the turtles. But it hadn't occurred to me that people actually
tortoises, huge.
I hadn't even thought that people lived there. Of course, I mean, I thought you just went on a boat trip once around there and came back. So enlighten me. So
most of the islands, actually, funnily enough, you can't live on.
Right.
There's no fresh water. So there's, there are about 7 or 8 islands that we would generally visit on a cruise.
Right.
And you can do a 4-day cruise, 4-night, 5-night.
Right.
7-night.
Yeah.
There are 1 or 2 other cruises that are slightly longer, but honestly, don't waste your money.
How long are we talking by boat then? If I'm landing in Ecuador and I set off from whatever port it is in Ecuador,
Quito. You normally go from Quito.
As in, wasn't he the villain in Peter Sellers? Wasn't that? Or was that Cato? No, Cato. What? No. Okay, sorry, I'm being silly.
I'm not going to go there.
Okay, fine. But so it's a couple of days sail. I mean,
no, you don't sail there. You always fly in to Galapagos.
You can't. So you don't. Okay.
So you go to a place called Guayaquil.
I'm sorry.
Guayaquil.
Okay.
It's on the coast.
Yeah.
And then you do a short hop to one of the islands. They're 2 proper airports.
Okay, so it's not like going from
Mauritius or whatever.
Yeah, it's
different.
Okay, fine.
Completely different, because they're much smaller, the islands.
Right.
And they're very dramatic and they're very volcanic.
Okay.
So
okay.
Santa Cruz is probably the best known island.
Right.
And it's also got, quite a decent sort of population. But there are only about 20-odd thousand Galapagians.
Yes, okay, yeah.
That actually stay on the islands permanently. There are 2 islands where they've got sort of what I would call a normal life as such.
But it's volcanic, isn't it? So is there actually greenery there, or is it?
No,
like
there's
being
lots
on
and lots of greenery. It's
Okay.
lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
Is it? I thought it was like, I thought it would be like lunar. No.
Well, some of the islands are like lunar. You're absolutely right.
Okay.
The Iguana Island. You sort of step out of your rib. Do you know what a rib is?
Yes, it's a bit.
So you come from your cruise boat.
Yes.
Onto a rib.
I'm imagining
rib-
you now with your binoculars and bouncing a rock across the Pacific. Yeah, go on.
It's almost like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, you go to the island, and as you put your first foot out, all these iguanas arrive, and it's like going onto a place with thousands and thousands of small dragons.
Dragons.
Yeah.
What do you mean they all
butterflies.
arrive? They come.
They all come to say hello. Because they know that you're not staying, because you can't stay there because there's no fresh water. So you get there and you walk between them, and that is just like a lunar experience.
Tiptoes through the iguanas, is it?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
They don't think they don't hair off in every direction. They actually come to you, do they?
Most of them do. They're curious.
Are they?
Yeah, and out come their tongues.
Right.
And you kind of leap
the family
away.
show, Lynda.
You leap away as quickly as you possibly can.
Right.
But it's a fascinating experience. And then there's another island.
I'd be very careful leaping if the ground is covered in one. You don't land on one, you step on one. Right. Presumably they know that they're a protected species, so they can do what they want.
That's exactly.
It's like the monkeys. It's like the monkey or the apes in Gibraltar. They know that you can't touch them, so they're completely, have some of that.
They go crazy.
Yeah.
They do what they want, exactly. But there's another island which has got the blue-footed boobies, which are...
Now
what?
Now we're talking. Tell me about the blue-footed boobies.
Blue-footed boobies. They're birds.
I know.
And you walk between those as well, because that's their island.
Yes.
And they inhabit it in a big way. But the extraordinary thing is they are completely the most beautiful blue feet.
Yes, I've seen it. Yes.
And when they get all sexy and that sort of thing, these huge red balloon comes from their throat area. To say I'm beautiful. Why don't you choose me? So in the mating season, it's fascinating.
That's where I've been going wrong on the dating apps. Obviously, I need a huge red.
You need a huge red ball thing.
Yes, and blue feet.
And blue feet.
There you go. Look out, Tinder! I'm coming. Look out, Bumble! Here we go.
I think it'll suit you.
I think it'd suit me. A cravat, I think maybe.
Yeah, but they've also got the islands where they've put things like goats onto the island to eat all the grass that's there, because the grass isn't on all the islands, and of course the goats need to get to those islands, so they're taken there by humans.
Okay.
And put on the islands.
The tortoises.
Yes.
No,
huge,
giant, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, Charles Darwin.
Yeah.
Started the most incredible sanctuary for exactly that. Tortoises.
Yeah.
And he must have about 60 or 70 different types of species. Unfortunately, George, he was 95.
This is a tortoise.
A tortoise. He died a few years ago, having not been able to find a girl that would fancy him. So his big red thing that he would have used.
Yes.
Joke.
Yes.
I have to say that it was fascinating to see him. I saw George.
Yes.
And the way that you count a tortoise's lifespan.
Yes, his age.
Is by each level of the actual tortoise shell. If you see what I mean.
Well,
the tortoise shell. So as they grow older,
yes,
the tortoise shell gets bigger.
Yes.
And they can tell more or less, how old they are. And he was 95. I mean, that's an old animal, actually.
Yeah, that's quite something, yeah.
But they're not the big ones. The big ones,
yes,
tortoises, are huge. You can get 2 humans inside their shell.
What?
If the shell's emptied, yeah.
Wow.
It's incredible. They are enormous, and they're slightly inland in Santa Cruz. So it's worth going for an extra couple of days and doing those sort of tours. And you also go into the volcanic area.
Yes.
And the bird life is extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. So if you're into that type
If you're a twitcher, as saying
well,
goes.
a twitcher or, kind of amazing animals on land, that's the place to go. And now we hit the sea, because while you're on a cruise boat, there's water all around you.
Well spotted, Lynda. That's why you're our travel correspondent.
And so there's one particular boat which I was on, and it's about 40 people, not much more.
Okay.
And there's suddenly this huge whale, same size as our boat, came up right next to us and was sort of playing with us. And it was so funny because I didn't even know that the whales would go that far north, onto the equator. And you go across the equator twice when you're there, if you're doing a 5-day cruise, because the north and the south of the Galapagos are across the actual equator. So it's great fun. So you have two parties.
Presumably, you don't know the equator to have two parties, Lynda. Come on. Here's the thing. So presumably, because you're going up the west coast of the Pacific, I'm imagining that this is on the, if you like, the whale way. It's the route.
The whale route. Yeah.
So because they're coming from obviously
further south.
From Chile and going up to like Vancouver, that sort of area. I'd imagine Northern Pacific.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I think probably they are, actually. But normally you wouldn't expect them to hang around. Yeah. But there are some sharks there that are interesting. You can go and swim with them as well. You can do snorkeling there, which is brilliant. The hammerhead.
Oh, blimey.
And they come up. And
what could possibly go wrong? Snorkeling with hammerheads?
No, but they're amazing because they're actually not threatening. It's a very strange experience. They come up and they butt you with their hammer. And you get a bit of a shock.
A bit of a shock? A hammerhead? A bit of a shock? Butted by a hammerhead? Lynda, I would be at 4,000 feet at home in the veldt if I saw anything even like a hammerhead.
Oh, dear. Well, they're lovely. They're very, very friendly sharks.
Are they now?
Yeah. The ones that I got most worried about, to be quite honest with you, there's one island where they've got a lot of stingray around the edge of the island.
Yeah, right.
And it's an island where you can go ashore, but there are no humans living there. All there is a post box. And inside that post box, you put a letter, a postcard or something to a person, and you leave it there. And the next boat comes along, and if they happen to live in that particular country where that post thingy is going to, you take it and you send it on. And I think it's the most fabulous experience. I'd never heard of it before. But anyway, that's where they landed, the first people.
Right.
And they stayed there for a very short while because they realised they couldn't get any water, fresh water. So they abandoned it.
And you've got to get through stingrays to get there as well.
You've got to get through those stingrays.
Not good.
And they're quite aggressive because a rib is not really that far from, the top of the water. And you've got to, as you're getting out of that rib, you need to go through a little bit of water to get to the actual shore. So it is quite... You've got to be fit.
You've got to be fit.
Yeah.
Luckily.
Otherwise, you stay on your cruiser.
I'd stay, and wave. wave
at everyone.
You pick up some. If you pick up my post's over there, and that one mailbox.
The one little mailbox.
Yeah. So you've done. So what? 5? Do you do 3 or 4 days there? You think?
I would do a 4-nighter.
Yeah. 4-nighter.
Yeah. But if you're going that far, I would definitely do mainland Ecuador as well.
That's what I'm about to say, because Ecuador...
It's fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And there's a city called Cuenca, of which we have one in Spain as well.
Yes.
And that's where all the artists live. So it's very arty-tarty...
Well, you see, I mean, here's
brilliant.
I've been listening to a podcast about the Inca Empire, the fall of the Inca Empire, right? And it's stretched because we just think, okay, Peru and Machu Picchu, but it's stretched all the way from Ecuador, which was like North Inca,
Yes.
all the way, through Colombia, all the way through, current Peru, basically down to through most of Chile as well.
Yeah.
So it was this incredibly long,
Or
thin...
Argentina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's incredibly sort of long, thin sort of empire, but, and fascinating. But Ecuador is I mean, I know everybody's been watching because they were playing, I think they were playing football last night, Ecuador. Or
They lost.
No, I think they won, actually.
Or they win.
won.
I know there was
Some chaps playing association football.
there was a controversy going on.
Oh, there's always a controversy. Well, let me just check Ecuador. But so because I mean the landscape is quite something, isn't it? Ecuador. It's is it desert and then jungle or?
No,
Ecuador.
Ecuador's mainly large mountains.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
fabulous, absolutely fabulous. And you can go right up into the mountains, stay the night, and then come back on one of the most scary train journeys I've ever done. And we sat on top of the train.
Yes.
And came down through Devil's Elbow, where the train does a U-bend. And it's quite nerve-wracking because it doesn't do U-bend as we know them.
Yeah. Hairpin. U-bend's what you have in the toilets, Lynda.
What?
It's a hairpin, you mean, not a U-bend. A U-bend you have in the toilets.
Well, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Ecuador beat Germany yesterday in football.
Oh, well, there we go.
I knew I'd see
I
something.
knew there was a controversy of some sort. Anyway, what happens is the train goes down the hill, then it reverses up on another track, and then goes down again. And it really is quite extraordinary.
And presumably there are huge drops over
Huge drops, thousands of meters.
Yes.
Yeah. And then also in Quito itself, which is the capital, there's a mountain there. And if the British people remember Capital Radio, they used to annually do an event for children in need. And the biggest thing was to win a ticket for two to walk up the mountain in Quito. And of course there you've got this oxygen situation. Yeah. So you had to have special tea to go up there.
Oh yes, the special tea.
Yes.
The specialty of Quito.
Yes.
One of the thing about Quito though is if you like your colonial architecture, that's the place, isn't it? Because it's like an untouched. The centre of
Spain. It feels like Spain.
Well,
as does Cuenca.
Yeah.
Cuenca's lovely, really special, and the coast as well. Quite frankly, you go to Guayaquil.
Yeah.
Many
they have beaches, or because we were talking about? Did we talk about Chile one time? Saying, well, there's not the beaches are kind of Chile sort of drops into the ocean, doesn't it?
Yes.
Does Ecuador? Are there beaches? I mean, am I thinking
there are beaches?
Fringed?
Galapagos, there are wonderful beaches.
Apart from the hammerheads.
Apart
from the hammerheads and the
Oh yeah, but that's different islands. They don't come to Santa Cruz.
Right.
They kind of lurk.
They lurk.
Yes.
Lurking hammerheads. Yes. You're selling this to me, Lynda, in a huge way. So when you flew, your last trip over there, how did you get there? Is it via Miami? Do you go via?
Funny enough, we went via another island.
Okay.
Yeah, which was quite interesting.
Yeah.
And then we took a little ferry boat to Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
So we flew from Quito.
Yeah.
We did do the mainland first.
Yeah.
Then we went from Quito to Guayaquil, and then from Guayaquil to Ferdinando, which is a little island.
Right.
And it's quite industrial. But I think there are about, 10,000 people living there.
Right.
That's it. And then we took a little ferry across to Santa Cruz, to the back of Santa Cruz. And we then got on our boat, our cruise boat,
Yes.
and went round to the front, where most of the boats... A lot of people sail around the world, and they stop in Galapagos.
Yes, I know, yeah.
And they can't take their own boats to any of the islands.
Because of the cross-contamination, isn't it? That's the thing. Yeah,
they all have to get off and go on a cruise boat of some sort.
Sure.
So I used to work with Blue Water Rally that unfortunately stopped.
So now you just
few years ago.
So now you just do blue-fitted boobies.
And they used to leave from Gibraltar. So they'd go to Tenerife, then they'd go across the Atlantic, and then they would go through the Panama Canal and down to the Galapagos, and then onwards towards Fiji. And that's
a trip and a half.
It was 2 years. which was amazing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they had to stop it because of pirates off the African coast.
Yes.
Somalia.
Well, Somalia. Let's talk about that. Yes.
Which was very scary.
Yeah.
And they attacked 2 boats. So that was the end of that.
So, I'm almost out of time. If people want to find out information, book a cruise,
Yes,
book a trip
I could
with you.
certainly do that.
You could do that. Where can they find you, my darling?
On the Culture Clique.
TheCultureClique.com?
Yes.
Marvellous. Wonderful stuff. We'll have to think about where we're going.
Or they can phone me if they want.
And the number is?
617-647-302.
Lynda, as always, great to have you with us. Thank you for scaring the living what's it out of me. Blue-footed boobies.
And hammerhead
and
sharks.
friendly hammerhead sharks that butt you to say hello, Lynda, as always. Enjoy your lunch and say hello to everybody from me.
Well, thank you very much.